Hello, this is Miss Pullen. I did have a student to email me this evening to let me know that the donning and doffing PPE video that Tammy Johnson had uploaded to her YouTube account was lagging behind and was in slow motion. So I'm going to shoot a quick demonstration video from my home. Please don't judge me. I know I look rough, but it's bedtime, so I just want to let you know that I'm going to be using a sweater that I have because I don't have a gown at home, but I do have a pair of gloves. So the first thing that I would want to do is, of course, wash my hands, and then I would remove any jewelry. So if I had watch and ring on, I would need to take that off and set it to the side. The other thing I need to do is go ahead and push my sleeves up so that those don't come down. When I get my gown, I don't want to flick it, flail it, or shake it out. I just want to let it fall open. And this is what I'm using for my PPE gown. And then I would want to put my hands through it. Like this. Now I don't have a way to tie this, so I'm using binder clips. So it has to tie at your neck. And the other thing would be in the back or on the side. You never tie your gown in the front because the front will be the most contaminated. So for this one, I can't wrap it around me twice, so I'm just going to clip it in the back behind me. Let's see. There we go, that's easier said than done. And then I would need my gloves. This is the only set of gloves that I have at home. They're gonna be a little big for me. You wanna get gloves that fit a little more snug. These are an extra large and they're just what I have here. So for this purpose, I'm just gonna use them. So I wanna put my gloves on and I wanna make sure that I get the cuff of my gown tucked into that glove. This is why you would want the glove to fit a little snugger, but it does fit down in there. Same thing this way. I wanna tuck it in to make sure that the cuff or my wrist is not out of there. So now I'm tucked, my cuffs are tucked. Hopefully you can see that really well. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to tell you, before you put your gloves on, you want to say to your instructor that you know that your gown needs to cover completely in the back. If it does not cover completely in the back, then you would need to get a second gown and put it on the other way. So none of your clothing is exposed. But for this purpose, I was able to get this gown tight enough. So then I would go walk into my residence room, I would perform my care, and now I'm ready to leave the room. This is where students make the most mistakes. They don't remove their gloves properly or they don't remove the gown properly. So here's how this would go. So with my gloved hand, I'm gonna unglove my dominant hand first. So I'm right hand dominant. So I'm gonna come a little closer so you can see where I'm touching here. I don't wanna go down here to the cuff of my glove. I wanna go right here to my wrist. And I want to pull that off, and I'm going to turn it inside out as I'm pulling it off. Then I'm going to take my contaminated glove in my other hand and wad that up. Then I'm going to take these two fingers and I'm going to go up under the cuff. Turn it inside out, and then I would discard those gloves into the proper trash can. Okay? The next thing that I'm going to do, my hands are clean because I took off my contaminated gloves. So I'm going to go back behind me or to the side wherever it's tied, and I'm going to untie that, and then I'm going to untie the back. When I do this, I'm going to turn around and show you what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see this really well. I'm going to take my hands and go up under my gown and pull it out this way. That way in the front, all I have to do is take my hand and go up under this gown, pull it inside out away from me, pull this inside out away from me, and roll it inside out. I'm gonna make sure that I hold this gown way away from my clothes so it doesn't touch. So then I would discard and throw that away in the trash can. Then I would want to wash my hands, and then I would record and report any observations. That's the end of the skill. Please email me or text me if you have any questions. Thank you.